Okay, what's going on guys? After a bit of a break, I am back with an F1 2018 career mode video, but I think this is the perfect time to start talking about next year's game, F1 2019. I'm going to do a little bit of a mini-series on this channel called F1 2019 Wishlist. I'm going to make maybe 3 or 4 videos saying and talking about what I would like to see on the F1 2019 game when it comes to features and modes like career mode, online, gameplay, and any other third or fourth modes. So basically, this series is to just talk about the next game, create a conversation, and also just get some discussion about next year's game, what Codemasters can add and what they should add for next year's game, and also what they can fix, because with F1 2018 it is an improvement of F1 2017, but there's still some things that need to be fixed when it comes to career mode, online, the AI, gameplay in general, bugs, glitches, you know what I mean? So today I'm going to be talking about the F1 2018 career mode. As you all know, I have done 1 season of career mode, and I think I have some good analysis and some good opinions on what I would like to see for F1 2019. But before the video starts guys, please like the video, it does help my channel out as we are nearing 2019. I want to get to 120 subscribers before the end of the year. Let's see if we can smash the like button. Let's get started. So first thing when it comes to the F1 2018 career mode, I'm really going to talk about the AI first, because I think the AI, no matter how hard you put them, they're still a little bit stupid. As we all know, with F1 2018, Codemasters made the AI more challenging this year, but in Ben's video when he talked about F1 2019, he feels like F1 2018's career mode is too easy, and he's compared it to F1 2006, where he's basically said that he needs to be challenged and the AI and the game needs to be harder. I tend to disagree, but I sort of understand where he comes from. I think with the AI, I think Codemasters have done a good job on making the AI more aggressive and making them more fun and more harder to battle with and overtake. But I think the main problem, and I think one of the things that they should fix for next year's game, is that Codemasters have made them way too stupid. Like, they'll go for moves that are not even there, they'll dive bomb you, they'll make contact when contact is needed. I just wish that for 2019, Codemasters made the AI a little bit more smarter when it comes to racing, and also give the AI actual AI. So for example, when I'm racing Lewis Hamilton, I want to be racing Lewis Hamilton. I want to be racing Lewis Hamilton, if that makes sense. I want Lewis Hamilton to do Lewis Hamilton things. So for example, when I'm racing Daniel Ricciardo, I want Daniel Ricciardo to do Daniel Ricciardo things. So for example, I want him to go for dive bombs, Max Verstappen as well, aggressive defending, Sebastian Vettel, have the AI have a real life mindset. So have the AI act like they do in real life. So the Lewis Hamilton AI should be acting like Lewis Hamilton in real life. Same with Vettel, same with Ricciardo, same with Verstappen. And I think if Codemasters can really get that, just matching the AI driver with the real life driver, and also if Codemasters can just sort out the AI when it comes to just racecraft and just smartness when it comes to when they overtake, when they don't overtake, then I'm hoping it's an improvement. Secondly is custom celebrations. We have been wanting this for so long now, and Codemasters, there's no excuse. It's 2019 and you still don't have custom celebrations. You compare Formula 1 to sports games like NBA 2K, FIFA, WWE, any other sports games, NHL, any other sports games that Formula 1 are linked to, and they all have custom celebrations. Why don't we have that in F1 2019? It's not a hard thing to do. When I'm racing and I see Lewis Hamilton or Sebastian Vettel or Daniel Ricciardo on the podium, I want them to do the exact celebrations. So for example, when Sebastian Vettel wins, like he always does in F1 2018, I want to see Sebastian do his Egyptian walk celebration. When Daniel Ricciardo wins, I want him to do the shoey. When Lewis Hamilton wins, I want him to throw up the trophy like he always does. I think if they add this feature, it adds more to the real life side, because you're thinking, wow, he actually does that in real life. And plus also, I don't just want the AI to have custom celebrations and to do what they do in real life, but if we could have, like, when we're creating our driver, if we could have some type of like creation a section where we could choose and maybe even create and like decide how we celebrate, like that would be really sick. Like I would not mind like having a screen where we get like 20 or 30 custom celebrations and we get to choose what we want. It's about time. There's no excuse, Codemasters. It's 2019. There's no excuse for us, the drivers and the players, to not choose our own celebrations. Comparing this also to other sports games, they've had this stuff for years. FIFA introduced custom celebrations in 2010, 2011. Same with UFC, same with NBA 2K. It's not a rarity anymore. It's now just something that you need to have, and the fact that Codemasters don't have this in their career mode, like they're just way behind. So, in my opinion, like we've been wanting this feature for so long, and the fact that they haven't got it still is just ridiculous. Like, I have to be honest, I'm sick and tired of watching the same drivers doing the same celebrations when I know they don't celebrate like that. For example, Kimi doesn't kiss the trophy, he just usually raises the trophy and then sprays champagne or drinks it. Lewis Hamilton, like when I see Lewis Hamilton win, he throws up the trophy and then lifts it up. Sebastian Vettel, he does the Egyptian walk. Daniel Ricciardo, he does the shoey. You know what I mean? Like each driver has their own different way of celebrating. So in my opinion, if we could have like a list of what we could choose for our celebration, and then maybe as we play the game, we get to unlock driver celebrations, I think that could be a real motive, because let's face it, Formula 1, like you pick it up for like the first 3-4 months and then it dies off and you don't play it or touch it again. Like only the hardcore drivers like Ben, like Areva, they'll play the game all year long. But a casual, they'll only play and pick up the game for like 1-2 months, they'll play a season or two and they'll just forget about it. Like if you had this feature in where you can choose your own celebration, and then as you play the game, the longer you play, the more unlockables you have, and maybe some of the unlockables could be driver celebrations. So let's say you completed your first season of career mode, you unlock the Lewis Hamilton celebration, or Sebastian Vettel's or Daniel Ricciardo's, etc, etc. Like in my opinion, if they just added this feature in, I feel that the longevity of F1 career mode and the F1 game in general could be just increased by 1 or 2 months if they add this feature in. Thirdly, for my wish list for F1 2019 is that we could have full customization of our driver. So for example, we could control or choose our hairstyle, our eye colour, our facial hair, how we look. Like, it's about time that Codemasters finally added all these in-game details about how we look. It's 2019 and I can't believe that it's 2019 and Codemasters still haven't done things like full driver customization and also custom celebrations. Like, how have they got away with this? It's the only things that are lacking, like F1 2018 career mode, and I think if they just add this feature in, and also it's not even a new feature, it's a thing that we expect because we see it in FIFA, in NBA, in WWE, in UFC, all these sports games, they fully allow you to customize your player how you want him. And plus also with the NBA series, for example, Xbox or PlayStation, they also have this app that you could scan your face in. It only takes like 5 minutes, but most of them do it. And plus with these Xbox One and PlayStation 4 consoles, like the results are just insane. Like, so I just wish that Codemasters would just get with the times and allow us, the player, to give us full customization of hair colour, skin colour, eye colour, facial features, what we look like, our height and our weight, and yeah, just stuff like that. Because in my opinion, like I said earlier, it's no excuse for Codemasters. Games like FIFA have had this for years. Meanwhile, Codemasters have not had this at all. So, and plus also, like the fact that we get to like choose like our face, we can't even control like what we look like. We just got to choose a face from like 20 drivers, and plus one of them is Brendan Lee, and I'm sorry, I don't want to be looking like Brendan Lee. I want to be looking like me. I want to choose my hair color, my hairstyle, my facial hair, you know, my facial hair color, you know, do I have a beard or not, what my face looks like, what my head looks like, you know what I mean? In games like NBA and FIFA, you can customize this, but in F1 you can't. So I just feel like, yet again, Codemasters are missing out on a simple thing that will really extend their career mode and ultimately their game. Fourthly, I'm going to just do a quick one on this. I think driver interviews are a little bit of a rarity when it comes to the F1 2018 game. I mean, yes, F1 2018 did include driver interviews for the first time since F1 2011, but I just feel like the rarity and how many times you get interviewed, like, per race, like, I think it's just a little bit lackluster. Like, it's inconsistent. So for example, Australia, you get interviewed like in practice 1 and maybe even the race. Then Bahrain, China, you only get interviewed maybe qualifying after the race. Like, you only get interviewed once, like per weekend. And I just think it's a rarity. Like, and plus also the fact they've got Claire and they can't have Will Buxton of all people, who in my opinion does an amazing job of getting interviews and stuff. So Codemasters, if you're listening, get Will Buxton for F1 2019. I don't mind Claire, but if you really want to be official, get Will Buxton. He's the main guy for this. So if you just add Will Buxton and maybe do some more interviews, maybe at the garage area like we've all seen, but also in press conferences as well. Why can't we have press conferences like we've seen in the NBA series? I mean, a lot of the focus outside of the track is based on press conferences. You know how you have the Thursday press conferences with 4 drivers? Maybe there's a scene with your customized driver and maybe, I don't know, Lando Norris, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, and yourself before the season starts, and it's actual, like, authentic. It's like the real life thing, and like there's a media, it's like F1 2010. Like, why can't they just like look at what F1 2010 had with their press conferences and then maybe just change a few things and then bring it to F1 2019? I just think with that, and plus the introduction of Will Buxton as the official interviewer, plus with Claire and maybe some other folks in the paddock, I just really think that the interview part of F1 2018 or 2019 career mode would be so much better. Last of all, driver transfers. I cannot stress this enough to you guys, how much we need driver transfers. One of probably the biggest reason why F1 2018 career mode, not just 2018 career mode, but all the career modes in general, are just really losing, you know, its longevity, it's because of driver transfers. Well, the lack of. Like, so basically, at the start of the season, you pick your own team, and then bang, you race for them for like 1 or 2 seasons, you move on to another team. Then the cycle just repeats itself over and over again. You race, you win, you move. You race, you win, you move. And there's no changes. Like, one of the biggest reasons why people play FIFA career mode is because of player transfers. Like, you might see Cristiano Ronaldo go into Barcelona or Messi come into the Premier League, but in F1 2019, I want to see Lewis Hamilton go to Renault. I want to see Nico Hülkenberg get a Mercedes seat. I want to see Charles Leclerc. I want to see Sebastian Vettel. I want to see Lando Norris and George Russell go to all these different teams. I want all these drivers to swap, and I want them to make me think, wow, he went there? Like, I think with driver transfers, it's the most requested feature that we need for F1 2019 career mode, and I think if they nail this down and do it perfectly, and they do it like Sky Sports does, like how breaking news, Charles Leclerc goes to Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton retires, George Russell will take his seat, you know, I think if they allow this feature and they get it perfect, then I think this could easily increase the longevity of F1 career mode for an extra 2, 3, 4 months as they head, because let's face it, the normal longevity of F1 career mode is usually 2-3 months from August to November or December. But if they include this feature, this is the biggest feature that we could ask for, then I know that longevity will be increased to January, February, March, April. Like, if they do this, because the driver the player will be interested in seeing what happens next. Obviously, we've got these regulations, which, in my opinion, they don't really do much. They only change like one department or two, but it's not really a massive shake-up. But if they include driver transfers along with the regulation changes for next year's game, then the longevity will certainly be increased, and I think the overall experience for the player will be that much fun. So I'm going to cut this video off around about here. I don't want to be bambling on, plus I've got other topics, other game modes that I want to be talked about that can be improved for F1 2019. If you have got your certain wish list, and if you've got certain features that you would like to see, then please comment down below your features for F1 2019 career mode. I really want to get a conversation going. And what do you guys think of F1 2019 and what Codemasters should do for the career mode? Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all for part 2 where I talk about the online. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.